Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to build an outfeed table for a table saw using some plywood and the new Sawhorses that I just got that are the Toughbuilt C700 model. These are great Sawhorses and it turned out really, really well. Let me show you how I did it. Today, in Building Things with Ben, I'm going to try and make a outfeed table for my table saw. To start off with, I'm going to use this sheet of plywood that is painted on one side, and then I'm also going to try and use up some of the other scrap wood that I have inside my shop, some of the plywood over here, but I'll show you later on how I'm going to make that work. So as the base for my outfeed table, I'm going to be using two Sawhorses, one over here that have adjustable legs on it. Here's the plywood that we were talking about earlier on. This is what's going to be up on top. And now what I need to be able to figure out is how to make that height difference so that the saw will be at the same height as my outfeed table. So I may have to make these braces and whatnot that go underneath a little bit higher, but we'll see how that works. Okay, so now I have cut the pieces roughly, and they can fit into the Sawhorses here on the side clamps. Now I'm going to just cut these pieces down to size so that they will match the shortest piece, and then we'll start putting the rest of the pieces together. Okay, so now I've cut the pieces, the side rails, to the correct size, and they, as you can see, they fit into these little clamps on the side of these Sawhorses. So now I've done the side rails here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting the cross members and start fitting it together like a puzzle. Okay, so now that we got the pieces cut, I've got 8 pieces for the cross braces here. You can see that I've got all of the little notches cut out. Then we also have the long pieces here. I've got 4 of these, and we have the notches cut out as well. So if I've done this right, it should fit. So come on outside and let's see if it works. Okay, so I brought the pieces outside. I now got them set up here. Got my other pieces over there. Let's see how this thing goes together. Okay, so I got all the pieces cut, and I brought them outside and put them together, and they went together quite nicely. Okay, now that I've got all of these pieces, I needed somewhere to put it into my garage. As you can see, my garage is pretty small, so anything that I can do to go and make it more economical is perfect. So what I did up here was I installed 2 dowels in the side, the 2x10 that I have holding up my shelf. And these dowels will correspond with holes Then I have drilled in to the pieces so that I can store them away. Okay, so I have finally finished building my outfeed table. I went and I used some plywood. I cut the plywood down the center, and I used some piano hinges so I can fold it up and I can easily store it in my garage. So let's go see if it works. Okay, let's give her a whirl. Well, it looks like it works. So thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you next time on Building Things with Ben.